Live from the Seahawk Bowl in Redondo Beach, California, it's Mustang Football 2008. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to a very special presentation of Mustang Football as your Maricosta Mustangs 4-0 in the big league with a chance to win league championship tonight. Take on their heated crosstown rivals, Redondo Union High School. Of course, Jeremy, as you and I both know, this matchup, this rivalry goes back quite a few years, even back in our days, back when it was the old Ocean League. This is definitely one of our favorite matchups every year to cover. Fans will be sharing quite a few stories throughout the evening. Of course, I'm joined alongside, as always, with Jeremy Sadowski. And Jeremy, what can you tell us about the Redondo Union High School football team?
Chris, like you said, this rivalry goes back a long time, and you can throw out the record books when these two teams meet, but tonight you can't throw out the record books because these Redondo Union Seahawks come into tonight's game 3-1 in league, and if they can defeat the Mustangs, they will be co-champions with the Mustangs. However, because of the tiebreaker, they would be getting the number one seed in CIF playoffs. So this team, this game, this means everything to these two schools. This is what you fight all year for, is a chance to take on your crosstown rival at their house.
Of course, we've been mentioning it all season long. Mustangs had a very challenging preseason. We talked a lot about the caliber of the teams they played in that preseason time. Boy, has that ever come true as the Mustangs 4-0 in league with the chance to go undefeated tonight. Thanks for tuning in, fans. Stay tuned. Get that popcorn. We'll be right back for the opening kick. Back, fans, as we are set for the opening kick. This should be an excellent matchup. Usually is between these two schools. They definitely bring out the best in each other and bring it on the field and off the field sometimes too. We'll get to some of those stories later on, but meantime, touchback is the call. Redondo will get the ball to open this contest at the 20-yard line. And in motion, Redondo starts off in the air, and it's complete. Wide receiver middle screen works for, about 8 yards. That will bring up a second and 2 for the Seahawks. Of course, your Maricosta Mustangs in white with the gold helmets. Redondo Union with their traditional red home jerseys. And in motion, ball goes to the man in motion. It's an end around. And nice tackle by the Mustangs. Good pursuit out there. Chris Joe involved on that hit, as well as number 72, Jordan Tavai. However, that is enough for a Seahawk first down. First and 10, Redondo. Redondo in shotgun. Play action. He's looking left. He throws left. And that one is... looks like that one's complete. I'm sorry, that's incomplete. That one did bounce. Thought he may have come down with it. But meantime, Chris Joe on the blitz gets in there, as well as number 79, Mike Freeman. They combined for the tackle, but boy, Joe was on the all-out blitz. He shot that gap with great speed. And comes up, the tag team there comes up with a big loss for the Seahawks. Redondo now again on the end around. That time it only works for maybe 2 yards. That's going to bring up a fourth down. Seahawks set to punt. Boy, that blitz, that tackle for about a 4-yard loss really the key play on that defensive set for the Mustangs. Oh, meantime, that one pops out, but luckily bounced right back to Michael Tam, who is finally down at the 20-yard line. Mustangs will take over for their first offensive possession of tonight. Of course, we are here in the opening quarter. 0-0 is the score. Penalty on the play against the Mustangs. Some debate here as far as where to spot this one. And actually looks like that call was against the Seahawks. So Mustangs get aided with a little advantage, a little extra yardage there to open their first offensive possession. Let's see if they can take advantage of it. Here they are, Mustangs. First and 10, man in motion, and it's a handoff to J.R. Tavai straight up the middle. Only got about 2, maybe 3 on the play. It's going to bring up a second down and long for the Mustangs. And it's a handoff. Again, up the middle. Uh-oh, that one's busted free. Kellen Winslow with the big-time run for Mustangs first. And then it's the Mustangs again, and that one works for a touchdown. That's Chris Loman for the game's first score.
Great job by the Mustangs there on offense, just pounding the ball right down the field, and you see that powerful running of Chris Lotman as he finished it off with a nice touchdown run.
And that one's going to be another touchback for the Seahawks. Redondo now on their second offensive possession of the game. And in motion, Redondo on first down goes, middle of the field, had a man open, but the defense closed quickly. Spencer Meserick had the coverage, but got good safety help by Tam, and I think it was Tam's influence that really helped distract Redondo's receiver. He definitely felt Tam's footprints coming his way. Mustangs showing blitz. They bring it in now. Another big loss on a run play by the Mustangs, as earlier Chris Joe blitzed. Got the Seahawks with the big loss. This time the blitz comes from the outside and has the same final point there as the Mustangs really get another big play on defense, forcing Redondo to third and long. They try a little trickery, and no one's fooled. You got to wake up pretty early in the morning to fool Rico Wright out there on corner, as he comes up with the hit for an actual 2-yard loss. Fourth down now and punting. Mustangs, of course, currently leading this contest here in the first quarter, as they scored a touchdown on their first offensive possession and almost blocked that punt. They may have gotten a piece of it. As it squirts out of bounds, Mustangs will take over here with beautiful field position. Again, here in the first quarter, Mustangs lead 7-0. They start off their second offensive possession on the ground, much like they did that first one. That's number 33 for the Mustangs, Kellen Lockwood. Kellen had a big run that got the Mustangs to about the 40, and then Chris Lotman finished it off with the touchdown run. That's how that first possession went. Let's see what happens now. On second down, it's play action. DeMarco going to the air and threw that one away out the back of the end zone. Number 19 for the Mustangs, Kyle Nunn was the intended target. Of course, Nunn, the 6'2" junior, had a nice run for the Mustangs, scoring touchdowns. Got a little quiet. Let's see if he can have a big night tonight. He has the talent, that's for sure. Meantime, Mustangs complete that one to Rico Wright. It looks like that may be short. In fact, it will be 4th down now. Mustangs going for the field goal. The ball is down. The kick is high enough. It is deep enough, but it is no good. A little wide there on the kick. Seahawks take over now, trailing 7-0. And they keep it on the ground and breaking a couple tackles. Finally brought down. Let's see what the Seahawks do here. They've been trying to show a little bit of a combo offense here, pass and run, but so far they haven't really been able to get much momentum at all going. The wide receiver middle screen, that one does work for about 14 and is good for a Seahawk first. That's the second time we've seen that play already tonight. Seahawks now in shotgun. We'll see that a lot tonight from the Seahawks. And it is incomplete. Good coverage. That time it was Rico Wright with the coverage. Incomplete. Brings up a 2nd and 10 for the Seahawks. Of course, we're here in the first quarter. Mustangs lead 7-0. 4 receivers set, 1 back. Redondo rolling out now, rolling right, throwing right, and pulling it back. Now finally unleashes it. Incomplete. That one basically was just to avoid the sack, as the Mustangs had big time pressure. Now it's 3rd and 10. And in motion. Seahawks looking to throw, looking middle, dumps it off, and incomplete. He had a receiver in the middle of the field, but Kellen Lockwood and BJ Fafita were all over him. No chance really for the Seahawk receiver to catch that one. 4th down now, ready to punt. Good snap. Mustangs in a return mode. Tam lets this one bounce, and the Seahawks down it at the 16-yard line. Mustangs will take over 1st and 10 here in the opening quarter.
Guess we got a final from the earlier game today. Peninsula defeated Palos Verdes to clinch the playoff spot. If the Mustangs win, the Panthers will be the 2nd seed. If the Seahawks win, the Panthers will be the 3rd seed, with the Mustangs being the 2nd seed.
Mustangs keep it on the ground, get a couple. That will bring up a 2nd and long for the Mustangs here in the first quarter. Of course, Mustangs in their road whites with gold helmets. Seahawks in their home red. Mustangs keep it on the ground again. And nice run. That one was Loebman with the carry. We've been talking about it a lot the last couple games. Mustangs with a good battery of running backs between Loebman, who of course has been the workhorse all season, Kellen Lockwood really coming on strongly, BJ Fafita, as well as both fullbacks. Morgan Reese involved, as well at the running back position. Lance Weibel, one of the big fullbacks, of course. J.R. Divide, the sophomore, and of course, every now and then for a little speed, Mustangs will throw Rico Wright in the backfield. So plenty of talent to go around. And Mustangs coaching staff really has done an excellent job of distributing that ball to keep all the backs happy and productive.
Yeah, Chris, that's classic Mustang football. Smash mouth football, 3 yards in a cloud of dust. As you can see, this Seahawk Bowl is becoming the Dust Bowl.
Well, Seahawk Chicken Bowl, that sounds about right. Meantime, on third down now, it's a handoff in the three-back formation. That's a formation Mustangs have been using a lot of. That may be enough. Let's see where they spot the ball in terms of forward progress. And that's a first down Mustangs. Great job, Mustangs, to get that first down. Meantime, they keep it on the ground again. Let's see, that one may have been Lockwood. And no, that one was Loatman. Loatman with about 8-yard gain, second and 2 now for the Mustangs. Play action. DeMarco rolling left hand. Oh, that one's incomplete. Third down situation now. Of course, Kyle DeMarco, the junior, has done an outstanding job of managing the Mustangs offense at quarterback. Has made some big passes when needed, but for the most part has really just been distributing the ball and really just running this offense effectively. Doesn't make many mistakes, very few mistakes at all. Keeps the turnovers on the minimum. And just lets the talented backs around him do their job. Nice, effective job at quarterback by Kyle DeMarco, and that will end this quarter. Mustangs on 1st and 10 here in the second quarter now. One straight up the middle. Get about I'll call that a 3.5-yard gain. Nice run that time. That was Lockwood with the carry. Mustangs now on 2nd down and 7. Ready for this ball to be set. Of course, Mustangs lead 7-0 here in the second quarter now. And DeMarco on the rollout gets nice yardage. Got probably about a good 5 yards. That will bring up a third down situation here for the Mustangs.
Must be a long line.
And there's a timeout on the field. Mustangs now on third down. It's a handoff to Loatman. I don't know if he got enough. We're going to have to see where they spot the ball here. And even if they, penalty against the Mustangs. I was about to say, if they were short, I think they would have gone for it anyway. Now on third and long. Oh, it's a sack. DeMarco dropped back at the 46-yard line. That one will bring up a 4th and very long. Mustangs will be forced to punt this time. Redondo set to receive. It's a bouncer. Oh, Mustangs have a chance to down this one, and they do. Nice job. Good roll Mustangs got there by the football. That one's down at just about the 10-yard line. Seahawks will take over now, 1st and 10. They start off as they have been for most of this game in shotgun. Take the snap, they look right, throw right, and complete on the slant. Nice catch, nice hit. by Spencer Meserek, number 20 for the Mustangs. Had pretty good coverage out there, but Redondo's receiver had probably get a 4 inches on him and was able to pull that one in. First and 10 now, Redondo. And in motion. Redondo's rolling right, stops, throws middle. And incomplete is the call. It was close, but again, good blanket coverage that time. It was the safety, Tam, who came over with some coverage. Knocked that one down. Second and 10.
As the Mustangs and the Seahawks square off here on the skid mark, reminds me of when we were playing against the Seahawks and they attempted to spell Redondo over on Waller Stadium field, but the Redondo students had a tough time spelling Redondo, actually spelling Redondo.
Yes, that was a classic story back in our day for sure, as Redondo couldn't even spell the name of their own school. Redondo. Seahawks now rolling right, throwing right, and incomplete. Again, Mustangs doing a great job as they have all season long on coverage. You know, I talked earlier about the Mustangs group of running backs. Well, the Mustangs also have a very talented core of corners and safeties. Combination of Spencer Meserek and Rico Wright at corner, and then throwing in Tam at safety has been a definite big-time advantage. And speaking of Mustangs, this time it's the D-line and the linebackers getting involved as the Mustangs get the sack. Number 86, Jake Gelmini, as well as number 72, Jordan Tavai, and his brother, J.R. Tavai, all involved on that play. Redondo forced the punt now after the big sack. Ham on the return and darts out of bounds, gets about 7 on the return. Mustangs will take over first and 10. Quarterback Kyle DeMarco, under center. High formation, man in motion, and it's a handoff straight up the middle. That's a smash mouth football right there. Number 33 for the Mustangs. One of those very talented young running backs, Kellen Lockwood. Tam now set after the offensive shift. And off that one was bursting out right now. Instead, Lohman bursting left, and he gets one heck of a run out of it. Finally brought down. Big time run by Chris Lohman. That one looked like it was starting off with just a simple power ride, but Lohman saw a nice cutback angle, took advantage of it, and got a huge gain. About 32 on the run. Nice job by Lohman.
Speaking of nice job running the ball, I happened to see Phil Fanuik on the sideline. Got a chance to say hello to Phil, and you remember Phil was probably one of the better fullbacks as far as his size and speed running the ball. But unfortunately, with that aneurysm, he wasn't able to go on to college ball. As we see Lohman, touchdown.
Chris Lohman using that combination of speed and power, burst his way in for the Mustang score. And the kick is no good. That means the score of this contest will be 13-0. Mustangs lead here in the second quarter. Mustangs now set to kick. and it's a squib kick. Kind of took an awkward bounce. Redondo really kind of lucky to even jump on that. And in motion, and they hand off to the end around. But the fourth time we've seen that play from them tonight out of the shotgun formation. Like to hit that receiver who's in motion. Let's see what they do now here on second. And under pressure. That one simply bounced on the ground by the Redondo's quarterback. Looks like the officials are possibly looking at this as a grounding situation. And instead, it's against the Mustangs. That will give Redondo a free first down here. First and 10 now for the Seahawks. 5 receivers set, no running backs in the backfield. They want, a receiver middle screen, and it is dropped. Of course, Jay Archivai with immediate pressure using that 6'2" frame of his to really distract the Redondo Seahawk quarterback. Really helped force that incomplete. Seahawks now 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, and a running back in the backfield. The Mustangs still get the pressure, and Seahawks quarterback dumps it off, but incomplete. Great job, 3rd and 10 now. Mustangs really getting some great pressure from their interior defensive linemen, as well as getting some good hits in there at the blitz package as well. So Redondo's quarterback has been spending a lot of time on the scramble trying to survive in that backfield. And in motion. And they are blowing this one. It's a call against the Seahawks. 3rd and 15 now. Mustangs defense looking solid yet again. Receivers to the right, 1 to the left, and a running back in the backfield. Now man in motion evens it out. Redondo looking to pass, throwing right, and it is incomplete. That will bring up a 4th down punting situation for the Seahawks. Cam set to return. As he's done an excellent job all season long for the Mustangs. Cam definitely one of the better return men in the Bay League. That one bounces and is down. Mustangs will take over 1st and 10.
Yeah, Chris, Michael Tam's not only a good return man, but a great receiver and an incredible safety for the Mustangs, doing a great job on all 3 facets of the game.
Mustangs now start off on the ground. This definitely has the look of an old school Mustang Redondo matchup, as Costa really just playing smash mouth football, throwing it right down Redondo's throat so far. And too much to their advantage, as both touchdowns have come on the ground. Now it's a sweep left. Lopeman just powers his way forward, literally dragging 3 Seahawks along with them. And that's another 1st down for the Mustangs. Much like we used to jam it down Redondo's throat back in our day. James Franks in the backfield. That one falls incomplete. 2nd and 10 Mustangs.
Don't forget Simi Fanua back there too. Yeah, we used to take it right to them, and if they can't stop the run, they can't win.
Mustangs end up in shotgun, but DeMarco decides to keep it. Ball comes out loose, but it looked like DeMarco was down, and in fact, that is how they were ruling it. That will be close for Mustangs first, but just shy. It's going to bring up 3rd and short for the Mustangs. It's a handoff, and up and right at the line of scrimmage is Kellen Lockwood. That will bring up a 4th down now. Mustangs will elect to punt, leading 13-0 here towards the end of the 2nd quarter. And a fair catch is a signal, but it bounces over the Seahawk return man's head. Mustangs down it instead at the 15-yard line. Redondo has not been getting good field position all night long. Mustangs doing a good job of keeping them deep in their own backfield. Meantime, Redondo again on the end around, and Mustangs come up with a big hit right along the sideline. Chris Joe involved on that one. 2nd down situation now, 2nd and long for the Seahawks. I'll call it 2nd and 9. Meantime, they're looking to pass. They're throwing it. It's deep right sideline and incomplete. Tim over there helping out from his safety position. Of course, a game like this with Redondo with 4 wide receiver set as their standard, Tam is almost more of a corner in tonight's game than a safety, but Mustangs, can they really rely on their linebackers for plays exactly like that? If Tam has to be out in coverage, those middle linebackers really need to cover that middle of the field, and they did exactly that right there. Stopping Redondo's quarterback on a scramble after only a 3-yard gain. It's 4th down and punting for the Seahawks. Good snap. High kick. Not tremendously deep. Mustangs take it at the 45-yard line. Pan with the fair catch. 11 seconds left. I'm going to assume the Mustangs will just simply down the ball. Although they are in shotgun. Little surprised considering they have a 13-0 lead. DeMarco, meantime, scrambles. And it looks like that one just may do it. And in fact, it will. That will end this first half. Mustangs lead this contest 13-0. This should be an exciting second half. Fans, stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Did you want me to give you some tape?
And welcome back as we get ready for the third quarter. Mustangs lead this contest 13-0 and really giving themselves a chance here with a good lead defense is playing tough tonight. Mustangs definitely have an excellent chance to win tonight, which means Bay League Championship. Mustangs definitely hoping to do that and secure that #1 spot in the playoffs, the #1 Bay League seed. Jeremy, what do the Mustangs have to do tonight to keep this victory in their hands?
Well, because the Mustangs have to continue to pound the ball and stop Redondo on offense. And like you said, if the Mustangs can pull this off, not only would the Mustangs get the first seed from the Bay League and host a game, but they would give Redondo the 3rd seed, and they will be on the road definitely for their first round game. So this is important. You want to send Redondo on the road, hopefully against a higher seed, so they won't make it back to the Seahawk Bowl or the skid mark, as I like to call it.
And 10 with the touchback. Mustangs will take over here. Who have the ball first on offense to open the second half. And again, they start off much as they did in that first half. Put the ball on the ground. Smash mouth football has been the name of this game so far for the Mustangs. That is J.R. Devon, the sophomore, with the nice carry on first, bringing up a 2nd and 5 for the Mustangs. Very heated rivalry here. Mustangs and Seahawks. Mustangs again keep it on the ground, and Loman powering his way forward. I don't know if he got enough up to double check the spot. He did just get enough. 1st and 10 Mustangs. Nice job by Loman.
Got enough for the first down, and boy, did he pound that defensive player for Redondo. He'll feel that one tomorrow.
Anytime Mustangs go to the air that time, and that one's incomplete. Looked like a little miscommunication there between quarterback DeMarco and Tam, but Mustangs now bring out a 2nd and 10 play. It's a run straight up the middle of Loman. He spins his way for about 2. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 8 for the Mustangs. Cam in motion. DeMarco play action. He's looking middle. He goes deep middle. Throws it up. And what a great catch. Mike Miller time with the big time catch for the Mustangs. 1st and 10. 24-yard reception for Mike Miller right in the middle of the field, using all of his big height advantage there. The 6'3" junior really reaching up to pull that one down. Great job by Mike Miller, as meantime now Kellen Lockwood with the carry, getting nice and dirty out there. Got about 2 on the play. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 8.
Speaking of dirty, Chris, remember back in our freshman year, there was a brawl after the game. I remember I coached a freshman team in 1991, and there was another brawl. This, like we said, this is a very, very heated rivalry. You got 2 close schools, and they don't like each other.
This one is again straight up the middle. It's going to bring up a 3rd down situation. Yeah, absolutely, Jeremy. Of course, these 2 schools also really, compete in a sense for talent in the area. Really, there's only one city that kind of separates these two, Hermosa Beach, and Hermosa is not exactly a very wide city at all. And in fact, certain parts of Redondo, North Redondo, come right up to Manhattan Beach, and are, many of those students that live there actually go to Maricosta.
Chris, and being a Hermosa Beach resident, I was supposed to go to Redondo, but we did everything possible to make sure I'd become a Mustang, and I'm glad I am.
DeMarco now under center, drops back, and there is a flag on the play. It's motion against the Mustangs. That's 5 yards back. Repeat of down. And that one is enough. The Mustangs were going to go for it on 4th. That's enough now to force a punt. Good snap. Plenty of room. Nice booming kick. And just bounces into the end zone. That will be a touchback. Redondo will take over 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line, trailing 0-13. Of course, Jeremy, you mentioned balls. I almost got into one as I had to defend Chad Wally, a former teammate of ours. Luckily, Coach Fish was there to make sure that nothing happened, but yeah, that heated rivalry definitely comes through each season with these two squads.
Not only are Maricosta and Redondo competing for talent on the field, but in the coaching ranks, because Coach Morrow and Coach Lee were former coaches at Redondo, with Coach Lee being an alma mater, and now their coaches here succeeding over at Maricosta.
First down situation here for the Seahawks, man in motion. And that one is a simple draw play that goes nowhere. Tavai involved in that tackle, as well as Jake Jomini. Of course, one of my favorite moments goes even back to sophomore year, beating Redondo at Redondo. Of course, I picked up a fumble and ran it down for a key first down for us, as what turned out to be our only scoring drive of the afternoon. But it was enough to put us up, give us the lead, and give us the victory over Redondo. Anytime now, Mustangs read that one beautifully. Tavai again, as well as Jomini involved on that one. Actually, I'm sorry, it's number 88 for the Mustangs. Both gentlemen in the backfield of Redondo, stopping that play immediately. 3rd and 10 now is the situation. We're here in the 3rd quarter. Your Mustangs of Manhattan Beach, California lead this contest 13-0. Maricosta in the road whites, Redondo Union in their home red jerseys. Good snap. Redondo, Lincoln middle, throwing deep middle, and that one's intercepted. Cam with the interception to safety, and finally brought out of bounds. What a great return. Of course, Cam, the return specialist for the Mustangs as well, but a great pick, great job to really read that defense. An overthrow by Redondo's quarterback. Cam takes advantage and gives the Mustangs a first down at the 20-yard line. Cam now in motion. And looked like we had a little bit of movement there on the right side of the Mustangs offense. And that is the call. That will bring it back 5 yards. So now it'll be 1st and 15 from the 25. Three-back formation. We used to call this the elephant formation back in our days. Notman with the carry gets about 2 on the play. It's going to bring up now a 2nd and 13 for the Mustangs. Mustangs getting ready to line up, and some confusion on the field here as the officials have momentarily paused play. And it looks like now we're getting ready to be set, and officials have blown the play live now, so quarterback to Quarterback Kyle DeMarco comes back out to lead this offense. Been doing a great job again tonight, as we've seen much with him at helms at quarterback. No turnovers on the offensive side. This one's a straight handoff right up the middle to the fullback, J.R. Tavai. Of course, we've mentioned the Tavai brothers many times this season. Both Tavais, J.R. and number 72, Jordan Tavai, both prominent members on the defense, and J.R. takes an even more involved role as fullback for the Mustangs, one of their many talented backs. Meantime, DeMarco is sacked and thrown down. The dust billowing over him as he got thrown to the ground, forcing a field goal attempt by the Mustangs here. The kick is up. It is definitely high enough, and it is good. Field goal attempt is good. That makes the score of this contest now 16-0. Boy, that will definitely push Redondo into a hard situation here, trying to come back. It's either a 3-possession game or 2 possessions with both 2-point conversions converted, and that's just a tie. So the Mustangs, with that field goal, putting themselves in a nice situation here. Any more points on the board by the Mustangs could seal this game. Seahawks, meantime, get a nice return, probably one of the better opening possessions in terms of field position for the Seahawks. Mustangs doing a great job keeping Redondo deep in their back of their end zone. It's been mostly touchbacks all night long. Redondo, play action, and just over the head of his running back. Incomplete. Mustangs had 4 defensive backs back there ready just in case that one was caught. 2nd and 10 now for the Seahawks in shotgun. It's play action. It's up on the left sideline, and that's somehow complete. Probably the one of the few big plays in the Redondo passing game, and it is coming back. Mentally, that's very defeating for the offense. They've been struggling at both passing and running the ball, but especially passing already with an interception tonight. They finally get a big break, one big play, kind of a lucky catch, amazing catch along the right sideline or left sideline, and it is called back. Let's see how they respond now. Still in shotgun. And that one that goes out to the right-hand side, it is complete, but for only about a 9-yard gain. BJ Fafita, Lockwood out there. Nice job on the coverage. Chris Joe involved on that hit. That brings up now a 3rd and long situation here. 3rd and about 6. Redondo decides to take a timeout. Only 59 seconds left to go here in the 3rd quarter. Redondo's coaching staff certainly recognizes the importance of this 3rd down. If Redondo does not convert and is forced to punt and the Mustangs take over and score, this game could be over for the Seahawks. Let's see what happens. Redondo to the air, it's complete. Nice hit by Spencer Meserek. Let's see if that's enough. It looks like it may be. So Redondo, when the pressure was on him and they needed it, comes up with a big catch right in the middle of the field, despite excellent coverage by Spencer Meserek. Mustangs waiting for a word from the sideline. officials chatting this one over.
Yeah, Chris, while we have a moment here, my favorite moment in the Mustang Redondo rivalry came as a coach back again in '91 when we defeated the Seahawks to win, at that time, an Ocean League championship at the freshman level. And that team that won that freshman Ocean League title went on to win Maricosta's first CIF championship as juniors in '93.
And the Mustangs knocked this one down. That's a good tackle there along the sideline. And that will end this third quarter. Mustangs lead 16-0. We'll be right back for the fourth. And welcome back for the fourth and final quarter. Mustangs lead this contest 16-0 with the chance to lock up the Bay League title and secure the number one seed for the Bay League in the 2008 playoffs.
With that number one seed, Chris, comes a home playoff game at Waller Stadium next week. So this Mustang team is ready for the playoffs, and I'm curious to see how they will perform in the playoffs and hopefully make a good run.
This play is blown dead, and because of a penalty against the Seahawks, that will certainly not help their cause at all. Ball spotted at the 35. Redondo in shotgun. It's a wide receiver screen, but read nicely by the Mustangs, and that one goes for a 3-yard loss. Nice job by the Mustangs to really read that one well. Jackson Morrow, number 3, right involved on that play. Although the entire Mustangs defense read that one pretty well. Loss on the play. Let's see what Redondo comes up with here. Four receivers set. Fans calling for a big play by the defense. Redondo looks right, throws right, and that is a horrible throw. That bounces incomplete. That forces a fourth down situation for the Seahawks. Great job by the Mustangs D. Really tightening up here. All game long they've done it. Redondo, desperation now on fourth down. They're going deep. They have a man, and that's good for a touchdown. Wide open in the middle of the field. Seahawks on 4th and 13 get a touchdown to get themselves right back into this game. They're going for 2, and it's no good.
Yeah, Chris, this Redondo coaching staff is not going to give up. I know Coach Gene Simon and Coach Tim Appenthorpe, back from my time as a statistician at Redondo back in 1996, and these two, along with the rest of their coaching staff, work very hard throughout the season, and I will not be surprised that this Redondo team does show some fight late in this game.
Meantime, that was a huge play, the failed two-point conversion by the Seahawks that keeps this game at a 10-point lead for the Mustangs, 16-6, which means that's a 2-possession game now for the Seahawks. Meantime, Mustangs on the ground. J.R. Tavai with a nice run, showing some speed for the big fella. That's enough for a first. Mustangs move those chains, 1st and 10. Here in the 4th quarter, leading 16-6. 3-back formation. Mustangs really looking to pound it here at the Seahawks. It is, Chris Lotman, the third back through, gets about, let's say about 2 on the play. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 8 for the Mustangs. And it's Lotman again. And oh boy, is he pounding his way forward with forward progress that may be enough. Kind of close to tell. Let's see here if they give it to the Mustangs or not. Either way, great job so far by that offensive line. They are just short. It's 3rd and inches. But boy, the Mustangs offensive line has really been giving the running back some good holes to run. Meantime, now it's a QB keeper straight up the middle. Nice job. Kyle DeMarco keeping that one himself. Gets enough for the Mustangs first. Three-back formation still. And now it's Lotman on the left-hand side. Gets about 3 this time. 2nd and 7 coming up for the Mustangs. Of course, at this stage, the Mustangs more concerned about running that clock out than they are just simply running the ball. If they could design it their way, they'd love to be getting that first down on 3 plays for the rest of this contest. 3 yards there, 4 yards there, just enough to keep that clock moving and those chains moving. Redondo's coach upset about something here. Really giving an earful to the official.
Chris, that's Redondo's coach, Tim Amplethorpe, and he is a fiery individual. That's one thing I remember from him back with the team back in 1996 was his intensity as a defensive coach.
And now we are set. Second down and 7, just about ready to get it away. I figure the Mustangs most likely to stay in this 3-back formation for most of the rest of this contest. However, they get 2 on that one. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 5. What would normally be a passing situation. So let's see.
What happened?
Mustangs do have one receiver in there. Instead, they go to Lotman, and oh boy, does he get a big-time run on the left-hand side. He may get in. And he does touchdown Mustangs. Chris Lotman on 3rd down and 5 found a hole on the left-hand side of the line and burst his way forward for a touchdown that could be the backbreaker for the Seahawks.
Chris, once Chris Lotman gets going, there's no stopping him because with his size and speed, it's just physics. And I would hate to be a little DB in his way in front of the goal line.
Lotman stands only 5'10", but he plays much bigger than that, that's for sure. He plays about more like 6'1" or 6'2" and 230. The way he can just pound a defensive back. That, of course, is his 2nd touchdown of the night. I'm sorry, but that 3rd touchdown, all 3 on the ground. Of course, he had a huge run up the middle. That's actually his 2nd touchdown tonight of 30 yards or more. So Lotman really showing some breakaway speed as Redondo tries to keep it again. They've been running, really wide receiver, middle screen, End around, that's been about 50%, as we see the end around right there. It seems to me like that's been about 50% of your offense. Hasn't really done particularly well against the Mustangs D. Mustangs well prepared, it looks like, for the Seahawks tonight. Seahawks now on 3rd down. Mustangs show some pressure, and that is incomplete. 4th down situation now for the Seahawks. Desperation time as the Seahawks will be forced to go for it. Redondo on the rollout. They go to the air. It's up and they caught it. Wow, in traffic, somehow Redondo's big tight end comes down with that one. Not sure how. Meantime, that keeps the drive alive for the Seahawks. That was a 4th down conversion. They got about 32 on the play. Meantime, Redondo called for no penalty on 1st. That will bring up a 1st and 15 now. Of course, we're here in the 4th quarter. Redondo trying to climb back into this contest, trailing by 17. And it's a low snap, but recovered by the quarterback, throws it to the left, and there's a flag on the play. It's going to be against the Seahawks. And the Mustang coaching staff will decline it, which will force a 2nd down situation now forward. Seahawks in shotgun. In the air and complete in the air, although good coverage and immediate tackle by Chris Joe. It does bring up a 3rd down now, 3rd and short for Redondo. They go back in the air, it's up, and it is, incomplete, but almost intercepted. Spencer Meserek with a brilliant attempt at that one, almost came up with it. Either way, it's incomplete and a 4th down situation. You could tell Spencer really wanted that one. He knew what the interception meant, but that would have required an amazing catch. Either way, it's 4th down, another 4th down situation on this drive for the Seahawks. They did convert the last one. Let's see what they do here.
He's going to send you an email.
There's a snap. He's looking. He's under pressure. He's rolling right. He's throwing in the middle. It's up in the air, and that one's intercepted. Rico Wright with the pick. It does look like there's a flag there, so let's hold our horses here, fans. That one was picked off by Rico on an amazingly athletic play. We've been seeing Rico do that all season long for the Mustangs. It looks like this one may be against the Mustangs. In fact, it is. That will unfortunately erase the brilliant interception by Rico Wright. And also leads to 4th down conversions here for the Seahawks on this drive. I'm sure Ray Lee wanted that interception, knowing that would have sealed the deal for sure. Seahawks still with a pretty high uphill battle to climb here, trailing by 17 to the Mustangs here in the 4th. But definitely showing that they've not given up hope. They are in shotgun, trying to get something on the board here. And that is incomplete on 1st down. That's going to bring up a 2nd and 10. Good coverage by Spencer Meserek. Chris Joe also right in the middle of that field. Tam with the nice hit there. And there's a penalty now against the Seahawks. Redondo now after the penalty. And around. And that is going nowhere. Number 88 for the Mustangs making another big play. Second down situation now for the Seahawks. They're looking middle. Now he's under pressure. He's scrambling. He's looking for the sideline, and he's thrown down. Nice job by the Mustangs. Again, number 88 making another big play. Third down situation coming here. Mustangs defense has been very, very tough, very physical tonight. And a nice combination of blitz and just getting pressured by the front four.
Yeah, Chris, as this game winds down, this has been an amazing transformation for the Mustangs, as last year they went 0-4-1 in the Bay League, and tonight it looks like they're going to complete that transformation and go in 5-0 in a league championship if they can hold off Redondo.
Snap is low, but covered by the quarterback, but sacked back deep. Number 88 again for the Mustangs, as well as number 86, Jake Jomini, also involved. But boy, Redondo's quarterback had nowhere to go, and again, it's a fourth down. Redondo to the air. It's up for grabs, and it's knocked down. Mustangs will take over, and that should seal this contest. Mustangs did it with what they've done all night long, really, and that's with solid defensive effort. Even when Redondo was doing everything they could to try to come up with this one, the defense said, no, sir, not tonight. It's the Mustangs' time of victory. Mustangs with the three-back formation, as mentioned, probably stay in that the rest of the game. Hoping to get just that one last first down to ice it if they even need it.
It looks like they actually played a game.
Third down and down on the field. Ray Lee, the defensive coordinator, just got splashed with the water. And congratulations, as the Mustangs have won this contest in the 2008 Bay League Championship. Congratulations, Mustangs. Jeremy, you and I talked about it all season long. Very challenging opening schedule against great quality opponents. Really, basically to try to train them to get ready to face the kind of opponents they would face in the Bay League. They took those lessons, learned them well, and applied them on their way to a 5-0 Bay League run. And first seed for the Bay League into the playoffs. Jeremy, what kind of impact really does that have as the Mustangs go into the playoffs now on a 5-0 Bay League streak?
Well, like Coach Bonkfish always installed in us back when we were sophomores, it's not where you start, it's how you finish, and this Mustang team finished off the way champions do, by defeating their rival at their own house and taking home a championship, and they are ready for the playoffs.
No turnovers by the Mustangs offense tonight. Very key, very well done by quarterback Kyle DeMarco. The ground game, especially Chris Lotman, 3 touchdowns, very instrumental in controlling the clock and the line of scrimmage. The offensive, defensive lines both did a great job. So excellent job all the way around. The defensive unit strong all season long for the Mustangs. Really strong tonight, only giving up one late touchdown to the Seahawks and forcing it when they had to. So great job, fans. Great job, players. We'll see you next week.